In this lesson, we will take a look at circles and how to determine radius and diameter. Let's take a look at some key terms. Circumference is the length of the outline of a circle, which is that green dashed line. Now, typically, we refer to the distance around a shape as perimeter, but that applies to shapes with straight sides. So, because circles have curves, circumference is a special type of perimeter that is specifically used for circles. Now, radius is the distance from the center point to any point on the outline of the circle. Next, we have diameter. Diameter is the measure that connects 2 points of the circle that also crosses the center point. So, for example, if we take a look at these 2 points, this length is not the diameter because it does not cross the center point. One thing to note is that the radius is half of the length of the diameter, and similarly, the diameter is twice as long as the radius. Now finally, let's take a look at this symbol here. This symbol is called pi. Now let's take a look at what pi means in relation to circles. So if we were to take a look at the formula for circumference of a circle, we find circumference of a circle by multiplying pi times the diameter of a circle. So if we wanted to find out what pi means in relation to the diameter and circumference, we have to divide both sides by diameter. That leaves us with circumference divided by diameter equals pi. So pi is actually the ratio of the circumference to the diameter. And now, because pi is an irrational number, which means it goes on forever and it does not have a pattern, it's actually 3.14159.26535 ... It goes on forever. We typically round pi to the hundredths place. So pi is approximately 3.14. So that is actually a really useful number to memorize, especially when you are calculating the area and circumference and you want to make an approximation. So pi is approximately 3.14. Let's take a look at some examples for how to determine radius and diameter of a circle. So just to remember, radius is half of the diameter, and the diameter is twice as long as the radius. Number 1, we have a circle with a diameter of 12 centimeters. So that's the distance from 2 points on the circle that goes through the center. So if we want to find the radius, we have to take half of the diameter. So divide the diameter by 2. So that means that the radius is 6 centimeters. So each of these pieces is 6 centimeters. Number 2, we have a circle with a radius of 7 inches. So if we want to find the diameter, because the radius is half of the diameter, to find the diameter, we can multiply the radius times 2. So 7 inches times 2 is 14, twice as long. So the diameter is 14 inches. Number 3, we have a circle with a radius of 8 centimeters. So because the radius is half of the diameter, we can multiply radius times 2, which is 16 centimeters. And finally, we have number 4. We have a diameter of 9 centimeters. So to find the radius, we take half of that. So 9 divided by 2, that would be 4.5 centimeters. So the radius is 4.5 centimeters. Here are some problems for you to try. And let's go ahead and summarize. So remember that the circumference is the distance around the circle. The radius is the distance from the center point to any point on that outline of the circle. The diameter is the measure that connects 2 points on your circle that goes through that center point. And finally, we have pi is the ratio of the circumference to the diameter. So if we take the circumference and we divide it by the diameter, we will get a value that is approximately 3.14. And that's it for this lesson. If you'd like to learn more about circles, you can take a look at the videos area of circles and circumference of circles. I hope this lesson has been helpful, and if you have any questions, don't forget to reach out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.